Dear beloved Creator of all that is, this war we are in between good and evil is real and identifiable by so many of us. For the many of us who do recognize it every day, even every moment, we are reminded of this battleground, the urgency of our right actions and right thoughts. We are, no doubt according to plan, your plan, Creator, drawn closer to you by virtue of the seriousness and obviousness of the two sides. Seeing the situation for what it is and the seriousness of our current plight, the good versus evil fight, we are naturally and increasingly drawn to you and better able to recognize the influences affecting our friends, our family members, our colleagues, and yes, sadly, our children. We are also knowing that our truth, our words, and our love are our most powerful weapons. Therefore, we knowingly and valiantly take up the armor of God, knowing there is risk, willing to do battle, willing to face death, if even only that of the ego, because we know what we know. While imperfect, we know that our service to Creator and to our fellow humans is righteous and good. And we humbly ask that our kindness, our honesty, and our very consciousness permeate every negative nanoparticle with our love and determination and loyalty to the one true Creator. And so it is.
Thank you, Sally.
Pleasure.
My name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide General Assembly. We made a recording yesterday and didn't get everything said. We didn't get to the solution, and we think we have a solution. So I'm going to read some notes here, and then we'll see if we can talk about it and get some things settled. Creating a solution from the materials at hand. The primary material is a desire to return the several states to the United States of America, a constitutional Republican form of government. That's job one and the goal. Everything else is a distraction and off the goal. The path is wide and can accommodate people that want that goal. Our goal, if your goal is to research, you're distracted. We already know twice as much as we need. We need specific issues researched, not everything. If your goal is to figure it out, you're distracted. We do not have to have it all figured out to get the job done. Just enough. And get it done step by step. The language and the nomenclature is clear. The basic documents are hidden from us, but we have a sufficient amount of information to get to our goal. If your goal is the necessity, trust, and money, you're a distraction. If your goal is DMV and driving and travel, you're a distraction. The same goes for all the other centers of activity. Keep on with all of your current responsibilities. Don't shirk your job. Keep on with it. They are all important to many individually. Don't give up. Stand and deliver. Understand that it is a battle, not a goal. We are in a war between the righteous and evil, godly and ungodly. If you are neutral, you acquiesced. If you acquiesce to evil. Atheists have no rights. Those are God-given and unalienable. No God, no rights. You get what they give you. Individually, you can win a battle and hooray. A win is a win. Thrown out of court, looks like a win. Family court dropped their claim, looks like a win. Traffic court dismissed the case. All of them are individual successes, important, and they must be fought. Do not give up. But they do not further the cause. Remember the goal. The IRS is a distraction. It is a fight and a battle. So is probate and passport. If you are into one of those, fight your fight and seek help. There is lots of help on YouTube and websites designed specifically as a business model to help you. That is their goal. They are looking after their self-interest, and I applaud them. They are not working towards our goal. Agent provocateurs are real. The fraud we are fighting is real. Our enemies will use whatever to deceive us. That's their law form. He who can be deceived, let him. They're in color of law. We are looking for 2 hours a week of actual measurable production. Here are some items to remember. The Pareto distribution. In any hierarchy, 50% of the production is done by the square root of the group. You have to do it yourself. Nobody can do it for you, and you can't do it alone. It takes 5 or 6 people to get the whole process down on paper and filed. Then 21 days for the acquiescence and the default to happen on your state or territory. We have completed this paperwork phase and can show you how to do what it took us 2.5 years to do. And you can do it in 21 days, 30 if you're slow. The whole COVID, food shortages, fuel shortages, shortages of every kind. The real life drama. They're designed to be that way. The Georgia Guidestones are real. Their goal is set in stone in 8 languages. Are you too stupid to figure it out? 12 to 15% of the population is not smart enough to join the military. Those same people are smart enough to cause a lot of trouble. So, when I look at these things that we're trying to do, and I look at Lavoie talking to us from beyond the grave at the end of every one of our programs. Thank you, William, for putting that in. You got to get to the conclusion that we have to win this thing or we're dead. And if you don't come to that conclusion, then you're stupid. And if you come to that conclusion and don't do anything about it, then you're suffering from cognitive dissonance. When you have the ability to hold 2 conflicting things in your brain, knowing they want to kill you and not doing anything about it, and knowing what you have to do and doing something else, it's beyond me. But then I had it for years. I had it till I was 75. There's people out there that absolutely know smoking is bad for them. They understand it, they comprehend it, they can tell you the details, and they smoke. They're dealing with cognitive dissonance. They are not the kind of people we need. We need people that can comprehend and do the work and give 2 hours a week to their state or territory to help us bring forth a constitutional Republican form of government. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Unmute your mic and say whatever it is that you want to say. Okay.
I'll just say one thing, and that is that it's really important for us to be aware of how we spend our time given what's at hand. It's easy. I know we're very involved with all kinds of activities, whether it's family, work, it doesn't matter. But if we can square enough time away for a cup of coffee and sit and do the crossword puzzle and talk on the phone for a while with friends or watch a video, we can also take time out to spend an hour here and an hour there for the cause, because the cause is vital, critical. It's actually life or death. I yield.
Thank you, Charlie. Well, that's it as far as I'm concerned. I've got out what I think I can say. I could discuss it with anybody that wants to discuss it, but apparently there's just too few on the call to get a discussion going. Thank you very much, and I yield.